that you would need to be aware of. Okay, so wait until the end of this call. Stay until the end to go through the information. All right, cool, beautiful. So 90-day run, what's it about? Why do we do it? What on earth is going on? Okay. Now, I don't want anyone that's been here before to answer this question. All right. So if you've experienced a 90-day run before, or you know you're guaranteed about the answer, I want someone brand new to actually answer this. Okay. Now, everyone joined this business, right, to make money through trading. Okay, you didn't want to be a trader when you was young. It wasn't your goal. It wasn't your dream. So cut that out. All right. But you're now here and you obviously want to make money through trading. But I'm just going to be very, very transparent on this call. I'm going to be very, very, I don't beat behind the bush. If you don't know me personally, I certainly don't beat behind the bush. I tell you as what you need to hear because most of your friends and family won't. Okay. But 97% of people, guys, when it comes to making money in trading, fail. 97% of people don't make money in trading. Okay. Everyone on this call, I speak to so many people and I say, do you know anyone trading? Yeah, my uncle, my auntie. It's like everyone knows a trader, but you're both still at your job. It can't be that much of a good trader, right? Because it doesn't make sense. We do this for financial freedom. Everyone knows a trader, but no one's financially free. It doesn't make sense. So, right, if you guys can guess in the chat box, the number one reason why 97% of people don't make money in the market. If you guys just want to guess in the chat box, mindset, you're not wrong. Most of what you say is not going to be wrong. I'm just looking for one particular answer. Okay. Ill-informed, greed, keep going, keep going. All right. Throw them at me, guys. Lack of knowledge. They aren't disciplined with risk, wrong lot size. Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. Consistency, discipline, lack of discipline. Keep going. I haven't seen it yet. They give up, keep going. Disobedient. Discipline, structure, keep going, no plan, mindset. No one's got it yet. Ego, risking too much, still in the matrix. No one's got it yet. Emotionally trading, no one's got it yet. No one's got it. And this is why 97% of people fail. Dedication, no goals. All right, I've seen Katrina. Katrina's got it. Lack of capital. Okay, that is the number one reason why people fail. They don't realize we are in $1 trillion, not 1 trillion, $7 trillion market. And Bob wants to join trading with a £50 account and create financial freedom. Susie wants to come in with a £100 account and wants to create legacy and financial freedom in $1 trillion market with a £100 account. Where are you going? You are not going to make money. All of the above, the disobedience, the lack of discipline, the emotional intelligence, the greed, it's because you don't already have enough. You don't have the money. You don't have enough money. Okay? Now, most people may be thinking, okay, well, why am I doing this then? It doesn't make sense. This is why what I'm going to go through today is why I make the money I make in trading because of this business model. Any trader that you know out there, guys, that is successful, do not believe what they say on social media. They did not just make money through trading. And if they did, they're lying. Okay, they have a business, they have other streams of income outside of trading that counter and helps them make money in trading. Okay, I make more money in trading now simply because of the income streams I have outside of trading. You never just want to be a full-time trader. I did it once in my life and I will never do it again because you don't, trading is not an income, guys. It's not an income, it's an investment, right? Which means one month you may make money, the next month you may not. Either way, your bills have to get paid. The reason why people love or they have a job, or why 95% of people around the world have a job, is because of security. They like the security of always getting paid every single month. If you do this, we do this. Great trading has a lot of great areas, which means we all got sent Eric Lucas's trade this morning, right? Drop a one if you took Eric Lucas's trade this morning. Okay. If you took Eric Lucas's trade this morning, drop a one. But isn't it funny how every single one of us made a different amount of money? Which means there's gray areas. So when someone comes in and it says, well, how much do you make in trading? That's absolutely irrelevant. That doesn't help you because there's so many different gray areas. And what I'm going to go through today, guys, is black and white alongside trading that will help you. If you do this, you get this. You guys go to work and you work for 60, 70 hours a week because you get paid at the end of the month. What I'm going to show you is a business model where you can work a certain amount of hours. You build your business to a certain number and you get paid every single Friday from it. But the main reason why people fail in trading is because of lack of capital. Okay. So the aim of the game is, right, is you want to build, okay? You want to build other cash flows. You want to build other ways of incomes to allow you to invest more into your trading account. Trading becomes fun, guys, when you have 1,000, 10,000, 20,000 in your account. When you're fighting with your £100 account and your £200 account and your £1,000 account, guys, it is stressful. It is long. It's up and down. It's not enjoyable. And it's simply because we don't have enough money. And for us to think, guys, that we've joined this business because our job doesn't pay us enough. We don't get paid enough from our job. Why does it make sense to go to a source of income? We go back to our job income, our salary, which isn't enough. And we use a source that isn't enough to put into our trading account. That doesn't make sense. We can't use something that isn't enough to make more. We can't go to our salary to invest into our trading account or our crypto portfolio. And you certainly can't go to the bank. If you want to go and get a mortgage, they'll give you the money. If you want to go to university, right? They'll give you the money. Right? If you want to go to university, they'll put you in debt happily. Go and ask them for 10K for a trading account. They will laugh in your face. No bank will do that. Right? You can't go and ask your friend for 10K because now you're in debt to your friend. You don't want to do that. What I'm going to show you now, guys, is if you take this information seriously, it won't take you a year and a half to be profitable, and you won't have to lose anywhere near 30 grand to realize that you need another stream of income outside of your job and outside of trading for it to work for you. They're not going to tell you this online. They're not going to tell you this. You don't know anyone that makes money from trading significantly. So they're not going to actually tell you this. Don't believe what you see on social media, guys. They're not going to tell you this. They have other ways that they are making money, and they have more money in their trading account. And that's how they actually make money from their trading. If you come from a rich family and you can put money in your account, fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. All praise to you. Most of us haven't come from rich families. Most of you don't have millionaires in your family. Most of you can't ask your dad for 10K or 20K to put in their trading account. If you do, fantastic, but most of you are not in that position, so you can't relate to anyone. I'm telling you because I was in your position, guys. Whether you're brand new, none of you have been doing this longer than 2 years. I've been doing this for 5 years, guys. I know what I'm talking about. I'm not telling you for my benefit. I'm telling you so you don't have to go through what I went through. But as the famous saying goes, if you can't hear, you must feel. So after this call, it's up to you what you do with this information. All right, guys? Cool. So I just want to talk about the industry of network marketing. All right. Network marketing has created more millionaires than any other industry. Network marketing has created more millionaires than any other industry. 90%, okay? 90% of network marketers who survive 10 years make over $1 million in commissions. Does anyone know an individual? Drop a 2 in the chat if you know an individual called Premium Bells. If you know an individual called Premium Bells, drop a 2 in the chat. Bells has been in the industry for 10, coming up to 11 years. He's made over $1 million in commissions. Does anyone know an individual called Zain Khan? Drop a 2 in the chat if you know an individual called Zain Khan. Zain Khan has been in the industry 10, 11 years, made well over $1 million in commissions. Does anyone know an individual called Alex Morton? Drop a 2 in the chat if you know someone called Alex Morton. He's made over 100 million in the industry of network marketing.
I see.
Million, not 10 million. He's made over 100 million in the industry. Okay, guys. Now, how many of you on this call have, or you know someone, or you have, well, drop a 1 if you know someone, or you are the person that's worked at a job for longer than 10 years. I'm going to drop a 1 for my whole bloodline. Right? So even if it does take long, as I said this the other day's training, a lot of people underestimate 10 years, but you overestimate what you can do in a year. You underestimate how quick 10 years can come. I remember what I was doing 10 years ago. Most of you on this call, you remember what position you was in 10 years ago, and it's gone like that. So it's going to happen anyway. But if you stay and you survive in the industry of network marketing, right, you make over $1 million in commissions. Okay, now the last one is something that not a lot of people are aware of. We all know about all the latest music. You guys know about Lil Baby and Gunna and Chris Brown or whatever you guys listen to, right? You know about music, you know about all the movies, but you don't know about network marketing. Network marketing industry is worth over 180 billion. The music industry does 31 billion and the movie industry does 90 billion. This is not a small play industry I'm talking about, guys. This is not a small play industry what I'm talking about. Okay? Cool. So let's just talk about the hard truths, okay? You have to pick your hard, guys. What I'm going to talk about today, it is not easy. There's nothing easy in this world. And it's people say, oh, it's not fair. There's no such thing as fair in this world, unfortunately, all right? You either eat or get eaten. You can pick, right? But there's going to be a point where you have to pick your hard. What is easy for you now? When I used to work at Tesco and I used to clock in at 5 a.m. and I used to be finished by midday, that is easy. That is easy. It's not hard. Everyone does it, so it can't be hard. Everyone does it, right? But 5, 10 years down the line, when you haven't taken that risk or you haven't taken an opportunity like this seriously, it's now hard when your kid has to ask you for certain things and you have to say no, not because you're being spite or not because anything other than you don't have the money. Or you want to go on holiday and you don't have the money, or you want to have a good Christmas and you don't have the money, or you want to retire your family and you don't have the money. That's when it's hard. Or you can pick what's hard now, which is working a full-time job and working on this part-time. Okay? And these things that I'm going to talk about are hard truths. Okay? When it comes to this business or starting any business, guys, you have to be temporarily okay with being laughed at. When I started this business, everyone, including my family, everyone laughed. Everyone laughed at me. No one is laughing now. No one's laughing now, but most people are scared of that. Temporarily, you see the word, it's not forever. It's not a forever thing. They will laugh at first. How's that small business going? How's that trading going? How's all of that going? They will laugh now, guys. I'm showing you. They will laugh. Your friends will take the piss. They will laugh at you. Let's see where we're going to be in 5 years' time. That's what I said to myself. Let's see where we're going to be in 5 years' time. Okay? You can have an ego with small pockets or no ego with big pockets. I'm going to say that again. You can have an ego with small pockets or an ego with big pockets. As you realize, guys, the more money you make, of course, you have an ego, which is, if you have a healthy ego, right, that's fine. But as you make more money, guys, you have to become even more coachable, which means you have to drop your ego and have humility. I am the most coachable I've ever been, and I'm making the most money I've ever made. But I used to have a big ego. No one could tell me nothing. I knew everything about everything. I was a smart ass. I knew every answer for everything. I knew everything, but I had small pockets. Okay. And then the last one is painful because that will come from your friends and family. Most people won't understand even after you become successful. How about that? So they didn't understand you when you had no money. Now you made money, they still don't get it. They still don't get it. You made the money, you've transitioned, you've changed your life. They still won't get it. So why are you spending all day trying to do it and make them understand what it is you're doing? But my parents don't actually know what I do. They don't know what I do. I just say I go to the office and I travel here and I travel there and I make money on my phone. They don't actually know what I do. They don't understand. They're not meant to, and it's okay. But when someone wants money, everyone understands. When we ask him for favors, everyone understands. These are just the hard truths you guys are going to go through when it comes to this industry. Okay? Cool. Think about this for a second. All right? Think about this for a second, guys. People's opinions that you are so worried about do not pay your bills. The only reason why people don't want to do this business, the only reason why people don't want to post on social media, the only reason why people don't want to get uncomfortable is because you care what people think. And the sad truth is no one actually cares about you, bro. Everyone has their own problems. 95% of people are focused on their own problems. They don't care about you. So you post in your TikTok and your social media and your Instagram, and no one cares. And I feel like when you speak to older generations, they realize that everything they did when they was younger, to them realize 10, 15, 20 years down the line, you don't even know the person anyway. Everyone's cracked on with their own life. But because of what people think today, you're making decisions that will affect you later down the line, and it will lead to regret. Sorry, guys, one second. All right, that's cool. Right? It will lead to regret. Okay. Cool. So let's just show you what it's possible as you become an affiliate. Most of you on this call, you are customers. That's absolutely fine. But you're limiting yourself to an income. No one on this call, as a customer, you cannot afford to decline other ways to make money. Some people don't want to do the affiliate side as if you can afford to not do it. Okay. You have two types of people on this call. You are either a customer or you are an affiliate. As a customer, you can only make money through the products and services. So copy trading, AI scanners, GFU Live, that is the only way you can make money through passive income, which is making your money work for you. Okay, that's one way you're making money. As an affiliate, you can also make money this way, but secondly, you are now building an online business. You are building residual income, which is money in your sleep. If you don't find a way to make money whilst you sleep, you will work until you die. And if you don't believe me, look at previous generations that worked until they die and there still wasn't enough money when they passed. To become an affiliate, to start your business, guys, I've started businesses before. I paid thousands to start it, failed. Someone on this call, you may have spent thousands to start your business, failed. It's not because it's just very, very hard to make money as a traditional business owner. There's so many components. You're going to have to keep failing. But the thing with this is that you don't lose money by failing. As a traditional business owner, you lose money when you fail. Here, you just have to fail. It costs free. It's free. It's free. You just have to get out your way. Your first month, guys, to start your business as an affiliate is $29. I registered as an affiliate. I paid $29. I now pay $15 a month to maintain my business. And GFU pay me multiple six figures a year by me paying $15 a month. I pay 50. I need you lot to understand the risk to reward. We all just started to learn how to trade. So you understand risk to reward. Okay. We're risking £10 in the trade and we want to make £30 in the trade. We're risking £50 in the trade. We want to make £150 in the trade. You are risking $15 a month. And the return of investment is multiple six figures. Show me another industry and I'll sign up right now. Send me the link and I will sign up with you right now if you can show me a better return of investment. Okay? And lastly, $50 bonus for every sign up you get. So when someone enrolls, you get a $50 bonus. So now you have the $50 bonus as an income. You have the residual side as an income. And you also now have trading and crypto. And crypto. That's 4 income streams. Some of you only have one in this company so far. Why are you limiting yourself, guys? We already have a limiting belief. Why would you limit your income as well? Okay, cool. Phase 1. All right, people, this is when you want to start taking notes. Okay, this is how a 90-day looks like. This is what a 90-day is. I'm just preparing you for what we're about to do. We're about to go to war with ourselves for our future, for our goals, for whatever it is we want to achieve by the end of this year. I'm telling you guys, if you've had a crap 8 months, if you just lock in for the next 3 months, you'll forget about 2025. You'll forget about the crap sign up already. Crap year already. Okay. Cool. 6 steps to goal setting. Okay. This is where you guys want to take down notes. All right. Goals are very, very important. Okay. Goals are very, very important. Write down your goal in the form of our team affirmation. Okay. I'm going to break these down individually. Okay. Repeat it aloud. Repeat it out loud, right? Twice a day, at least. Okay. So whatever your goal is, you need to repeat it aloud once a day. On my phone, or my other phone, I don't have it, but I have my goal card at the back of my phone. So every time I touch my phone and I see my goal card, it triggers my goal. If it's in sight, it's in mind. Okay. Next is you want to list the obstacles to eliminate. So over the next 90-day, guys, if you've looked, what you need to do to look forward and to progress, you have to look back and realize where you messed up. What held you back? Why was your year not good? Why has 2025 so far not been the year that you wanted it to? I can pretty much guarantee it's down to environment. And it's down to your daily habits. That's all it is. Environment and your daily habits. But these next 90 days, I'm only listening to music on a Saturday. During the week, I'm listening to audios, podcasts, and gospel. That is all I'm going to listen to over these next 90 days. Social events. I've called all my friends already. Don't phone me for any parties, bro. Don't phone me for any events. I'm locked in for 90 days. Some people are at Carnival today missing this call, but they go to work tomorrow with a headache and a low bank account. Doesn't make any sense. Alcohol. I don't know anyone that drinks alcohol. I don't know anyone that smokes weed on this call. I don't know anyone that does cigarettes. You know who you are. List what has holding you back. What is holding you back? Something must be holding you back, else you wouldn't be on this side of the Zoom. You are not where you want to be. What is holding you back, guys? You need to find what is holding you back so you can propel forward. Okay? You then want to find who you're working with. Okay? Myself, I'm working with a handful of individuals, right? Where we hold each other accountable. Because I've never met anyone that has had an accountability partner and it didn't benefit them. Anyone that goes to the gym, I perform better when I have an accountability partner at the gym. Because when I want to do one less rep or I want to do one less exercise, if you have a good enough accountability partner, that person will hold you accountable to go again. For this 90-day run, guys, you will need to have an accountability partner or an accountability in the circle. We're going to create one. I never push accountability upon people. I just invite you to an opportunity if you want to be held accountable. But be very, very careful with what you ask for, because if you ask me to hold you accountable, I will hold you accountable. But we need it. We need accountability. I need accountability. Okay? The game plan, right? Which I'm going to go through, and what's in it for me. We're going to talk about this all together. Okay? 3 stages for duplication. Okay, so this game of network marketing is a duplication game, which means what I'm teaching you now, guys, is not my information. I am not the guru. I am not the master. I am the messenger. I am not the main guy. I am just a messenger to the brand new person that's joined this business. Now, how you duplicate is I do it. You watch, and then you study how I do it. How you duplicate, secondly, is we do it together. I do the first half, for example. You do the second half. This is for obviously already affiliates and leaders on this call. And then the third stage for duplication is you do it, I study, and I help you with constructive criticism. This is the 3 stages for duplication. Okay. Next, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to break down when it comes to the business model. Okay. How GFU pay you and how you can get paid. Now, our first rank within our compensation, right? I think I have, I'll find it anyway, right? The first rank is what you call an executive, guys. This is where the bare minimum, every single one of you on this call, you should look towards. And if you don't, I don't get it. I would love to try and get it, but you can at least get your package for free. Not only do you get fast start bonuses, right? So you can at least make $200 from this, but you can now go for no more where your subscription is paid for. Some people are, when you speak to people, when you get started, their main concern isn't getting started, it's the monthly subscription. Because you have bills and you have other certain things. Number one, you shouldn't put it in that same category because this is not an expense, it's an investment, but people still put it in the same category. If you can have access to this platform, have access to the mentorship, have access to the trades for free, but all you have to do is help 4 people, why would you not? I would love to find out why would you not? Now, to go executive, anyone on this call that is currently a customer, this gets done within 1 week. 1 week, you've helped 4 people into your business, 2 on your right team, 2 on your left team. Your package is now paid for. You don't have to pay the $140, $185 every single month. You can now use that money to invest into a trading account. You can now do whatever it is you want to do with that money. It's stress-free. It's a lot. It's an extra bill or an extra outgoing you don't have to worry about. Okay, imagine if you had your car insurance company said, look, if you put 4 people into our car insurance deal, you get your car insurance for free. How many of you would do that? Drop a 2 if you would do that. Your car insurance said, if you bring 4 people to my insurance company, you'll get your insurance monthly for free. Everyone would do it. It's the same concept here, guys. We're helping people make money online. Do you know how many people are struggling right now? Do you know how many people don't have £200 to their name right now? I spoke to a wonderful woman this morning. She needs this opportunity, right? You simply share it with 4 people. They get started. I want to make money online. Okay, fantastic. You now get your subscription paid for. Okay, the next level, silver executive. You are now a profitable business owner, guys. I'm going to give you some stats when it comes to traditional businesses. 90% of traditional businesses that start do not last longer than a year. So if you start your business today, whatever industry, doesn't matter what industry, this is facts and figures. 90% of businesses collapse and fail in the first year. 80% are not profitable until the third year. Within the space of 2 to 3 weeks, if you follow the game plan with this business model, you are now a profitable business owner because all you paid was $30 and you're now getting paid $700 a month. In the UK, the average household only needs £500 for their whole household to change. That can cover your groceries, petrol. It's another stream of income. If you have one stream of income on this call, guys, you are one situation away from being in trouble. And if COVID did not teach you, I'm not sure what will. If the pandemic did not teach you a lesson that you cannot rely on your one income stream, I'm not sure what needs to happen for you to wake up. You are now earning $700 on top of trading, on top of your job, on top of whatever else you have going on. And you've now helped 7 people on your right team and your left team. 2 to 3 weeks is what this should take. Okay? During a 90-day run, we are about to start a 90-day run. This is the expectations. This is what has been done. There's so many people that I could get on this call right now that could speak about them getting this done within the time frame. I'm not just making this up, guys. It is a bulletproof blueprint. This works. If you are doubtful, I'm not sure why. This works. Okay? Next, we have gold executive. Can these people from anywhere, anyone that has the internet can do this? I don't know if you guys know anywhere that doesn't have the internet. Anyone that has the internet can do this. Gold executive, you're now earning an extra $1,000 a month. I know someone on this call, you are currently probably working 60, 70 hours and only earning $1,000 a month. There's some young people on this call. I speak to you. You're making 800 to 1,000 a month and you're giving your youth away for $1,000. $1,000. You're earning $1,000 and you're giving away all your time for $1,000. You now have more money to trade with. So if you do have a bad week in trading, which can happen, you can lose a trade. You can have a bad week in trading. You normally have to wait 30 days to get paid to go again. Not if you're a gold executive. Every single Friday you get paid $250. You go again. You top up your account. You don't have to use your salary, which isn't enough money. This is a 4 to 6 week process. 15 people on your left team, 15 people on your right team. An extra $1,000, guys. An extra $12,000 on top of your salary. Dude, I'm a numbers person. The numbers make sense. Okay? Next, we have platinum executive. This is where most people go full time. Okay? Most people on this call, you might work for $2,000 a month. Remember, this is residual in your sleep. Okay, this is a 6 to 8 week process, guys. You have 40 people on your left team and 40 people on your right team. 2 months from now, you could be earning an extra $2,000 a month from your business. And all you paid was $15 a month. For you to make $2,000 from property or from any other business model, you have to pay money. You have to invest money. Here, you don't have to. Okay? So Charlie, yeah, 80 people together, 40 people on your left team and 40 people on your right team. You're now earning $2,000. Depending on who you're working with, it doesn't have to be that many numbers. So Nicole, to your question, why does GFU pay us these big amounts? You guys do the maths. We'll do the maths for you, right? Everyone's paying $185, right? Times by 80. That's how many people you have in this business, okay? So GFU, our revenue, $14,800 per month is what GFU, this business, is earning. For them to pay $2,000 out of this, do you think that's affordable for them? 80 people are paying $185, which gives them 14,800. They pay you $2,000 out of it, and you ain't done anything. You haven't paid for GFU. You're not doing GFU Live. You're not doing Zoom calls. All you did was put someone in front of the opportunity. For what you're doing, you get paid $2,000 a month, right? The left and the right team, don't worry about it too tough, guys, okay? The first level, just focus on the first level. As you go through the levels, it will be broken down. Don't worry about it too tough. Funny enough, it tends to make more sense when you get paid, right? Next level, elite executive. You're now earning an extra $5,000 a month. Imagine, guys, imagine, right? You have an extra 5K a month to trade with. Of course, you're not going to put the whole 5K in your trading account. I hope not. But it's the concept. You have another income stream. That's an extra 60K a year on top of your salary. By this time, you're probably not working your job. Why would you work your job? Unless you love it. 9 out of 10 people don't love their job. Okay? Next level, you're now a six-figure earner. You're now part of the 5% of people in the UK. 5% of people in the UK, you are now a six-figure earner. This is a 3 to 6 month project. 250 on your left, 250 on your right. And Ruby Director, we're going to stop here because that is where I currently am at. I can't teach you guys about anything more than that because I'm not at that level. 15K a month residually, away from trading and away from anything else. Okay? 450 on your left, 450 on your right. 3,750 every single Friday, whether you like it or not. Okay? Cool. Phase 2, right? This is the mental and spiritual work, guys. Right? This is the spiritual work. Okay? This is what 99% of people don't do, but it's everything. Okay? The self-confidence formula. Drop a 1 if you've heard of this. Drop a 2 if you have no idea what this is. The self-confidence formula. Drop a 1 if you know what this is. Drop a 2 if you have no idea what this is. Okay? I'll break it down for you guys. This is a chapter within Think and Grow Rich. Okay? The work is easy. Like what I'm going to show you guys what you need to do to make this money is easy. The problem is you. The problem is not doing it consistently. Okay? The reason why we don't take action, guys, is because of self-confidence. Don't get arrogance and ignorance confused with self-confidence. Please don't get that misunderstood. Don't get that confused. Don't get self-confidence and ignorance in the same category. I have read the self-confidence formula every single, I don't do it now because I know it off by heart. Every single day for numerous months, I read it in the morning and I read it in the evening. I know it off by heart. I'm not making this stuff up, guys. The reason why you don't put in the work is because you don't believe you can achieve the results. The reason why I do the work, the reason why I have an insane work ethic is because I believe I can achieve the results. The reason why you earn the income that you currently have, guys, the reason why you live the way you do, the reason why you don't have an abundant life yet, the reason why you're not where you want to be yet is simply down to your subconscious mind. That is it. If you're concerned as to why you do what you do, you wake up late, you're not going to the gym, you don't eat right, you over leverage, you over trade, you're emotional with your with trading, you don't have good relationships. It's all down to your subconscious mind. Train your subconscious mind, your whole life will change. I started doing this in 2020. It's an ongoing, you never get there, you never reach there. Success isn't a finish line, it's a journey. But I have trained my mind where I had 21 years. I was 22, 21, 22 when I started this industry. I had 22 years of a certain subconscious mind of way of thinking. Okay? I had 22 years of a certain way of thinking. Unfortunately, the older you are, the more difficult it will be because you've had more of a solidified way of thinking. 22 years of thinking a certain way. I started this business. So my new version of myself, my new paradigm, my new subconscious mind is this small because I've just started. If it's taken 22 years for my way of thinking to be like this, how can I complain until I've done at least 22 months where now we're level? I've done 22 months consistently of working on my mind where now we're the same level. But I went further than that. I'm 5 years deep. So now my old self is smaller and my bigger self is here. My new version is here. And this old self will never go because I have 22 years of it. My old self is still getting, you could go carnival, Josh. Nah, bro. What do you mean? What are you going carnival for? Are you mad? Right? That old self couldn't even try. See you later. Shut down straight away. You guys have to do the same thing. But some of you start and within your first week, your second week, your first month, you're thinking that you're gonna just all of a sudden make all this money and become the leader and become the great person that you could be. Give yourself some grace. You've been here a month. What did you expect? I really don't understand when people join this and then a month later they quit. Where are you going? What did you expect? You couldn't go to the gym and work out and get in a good physique in a month. You couldn't speak to a spouse, another right gender for a month and know if this is the right person. You couldn't be on a diet for a month and get into the shape that you want to. Why would you join $1 trillion industry, $1 billion industry, and quit after a month? It does not make sense. It's because of the way they think. Okay. Your subconscious mind, it is the part that controls 90% of how you think, behave, act, and perceive the world. A lot of people in today's day and age think the world is very, very hard to make money. It's very, very difficult. It's very, very, everyone, guys, it's not. It's not. It's how you perceive the world. It's not hard to make money. It was. It was hard. It was very, very hard to make money and even keep it. But once you change your subconscious mind, your paradigm, everything changes. This is built up through all of experience since birth. So from the moment you're born, guys, your paradigm is actually created from the ages of 0 to 7. We're told at least no 50,000 times by the time we're 7. So when you're an adult, you fear no. You fear rejection. Right? You're not warm to rejection. You think you can't believe. You don't believe. Okay? There's two ways. There's only two ways. Listen to what I'm about to say, guys. There's only two ways in which your subconscious mind can change. Two ways. I plead that you guys take the second option. I plead. The first way is a major life event. Okay? When I got arrested in 2019, my subconscious mind was rocked. It was rocked. Most people have to, when I had the death of my grandparents in the same month, my subconscious mind was rocked. Okay? Don't wait until life slaps you in the face, which it will regardless. It's going to do it anyway. Don't wait until life slaps you in the face for you to wake up. Or you do it manually, which is what a 90-day run can do. You can manually change your paradigm. You don't have to wait. Anyone that experienced 9/11, everyone remembers where they was when 9/11 happened. Why? Because it was an emotional event. Your subconscious mind from then changed. People saw planes and the world and tall buildings differently. If you do it manually, guys, the second way, which is repetition and consistency, you can change it manually. That is what a 90-day run does. Anyone that does teeth whitening, if anyone's done teeth whitening, you have to do it consistently for a certain amount of days. If you stop one day, you go back and start again. It's the exact same with your mind. You have to do something every single day. 21 days to build a habit, 90 days to change your lifestyle. I've done this numerous times. I'm not coming from a theory. A lot of people would come from theory. They watch one YouTube video. Now they're dropping a podcast. Now all of a sudden they've got a podcast. You've watched one YouTube video. You have done no practical work. Okay? Phase 3 with the 90-day run, the activity. This is the work you need to do to get to certain income levels. The work is easy, guys. The hard stuff is the spiritual side. And I'm going to have another call next Monday, which every single one of you should be on. I'm going to break down in detail how a 90-day run. That will be the 1st of September, will be day 1. And I'm going to break it down in more details. But for now, it was more explaining the industry, explaining what a 90-day run and what it consists of. And you now have a week to prepare. So I spoke to all the leaders over the last couple of weeks. We've been preparing this for the last 2-3 weeks because it's what you do before that allows it to be successful. If you don't prepare, you're not going to have a successful 90-day run. We're in pre-season right now. Anyone that plays football, you have a pre-season, you have a strong pre-season, then the season starts. Kickoff is next Monday, and I'm going to go into a lot more detail. Okay, the activity. For this to work, guys, I need you to choose what level you're currently on, or you will be on during these 90-day run. Most of you are not full-time, so I don't expect you to do what I do. But you are working a full-time job, okay? You're working a full-time job. What are you doing with your part-time? So you got full-time, right? If full-time, most of your time of the day, the majority of your time of the day is at a job. When you have parts of your day, part-time, you have time slots within the day that you can work on something else. What are you focused on? This is what you should be focusing on when you're not at work. Drop a 1 if you're full-time and drop a 2 if you're part-time. I mean, sorry, working. If you're full-time working, drop a 1. If you're full-time working, drop a 1. Okay? So a lot of you are still in full-time. Okay? But when it comes to this business, find out what level you are. Level 1 is 4 hours a day. That doesn't have to be a solid block of 4 hours like your job. Your job is normally 8 hours. It doesn't have to be that. It could be 1 hour before you start, 1 hour during your lunch, and 2 hours at the end of your day. However you want to work it out. I don't know you guys' schedule. I don't know you guys. I'm just telling you, break down your calendar. 4 hours a day is level 1. Level 2 is 8 hours. So you may be working part-time. You may be flexible with your job. Okay, you're working 8 hours. Level 3, which is what myself and the full-timers in the organization will be doing, is 12-hour days. But that's by choice. We're choosing to work 12 hours because I know that by the end of this 90 days, Christmas can be very, very good. New Year's can be very, very good. 2026 can be very, very good. It's going to happen. It's going to come anyway, guys. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. It's going to come anyway. But ask yourself, how do you want? Don't wait until New Year, new me. Forget all of that. Start from this call. Start from this week. Start from today. New Year resolution is from today. Because most people say New Year's resolution on the 1st of January. It takes them 3 months to get out of their old habits anyway. They've now 3 months later into the year. You've now only got 9 months left of the year. Right? Cool. Schedule. This is what the schedule will look like. Okay? For anyone that wants to do the part-time, the level 1, level 2, level 3, 25% of your hours will be trading and using the products. Most of you on this call, there's 102 of us on this call. 90 of you, I'm going to say 95 of you are not here to become a trader. Please be honest with yourself. 95 of you on this call are not here to be a trader. You are here to make money through trading. Very big difference. Very big difference. 95 of you on this call to make money through trading. You are not here to be a trader. You don't have the time to be a trader. Right? You want to use money through trading. Use the products, use the services, use copy and paste, use the scanners, jump on G3 Lives, boom, make your 50, 100 pound a day, your 20 pound a day, boom, that's fine. 25% of your day done. The next 25% is advertising your business. Anyone that understands business and you got the brands deals like Coca-Cola and Nike, they pay billions, if not trillions, for marketing. We pay 0 to market our business. I don't pay any advertisements. I don't pay for advertisements. All I do is I get my phone, I go on TikTok, I make a TikTok and I post it for free. Multiple 6-figure business. Okay? Next 25% is responding and closing. So when they come from TikTok, they come to our Instagram, we are responding in the DMs and we are closing in the DMs. We close deals in the jacuzzis. We close deals in bed. We close deals laying down. We don't have to go and dress up in a suit and go to the office and close deals. No, we close people in DMs. And then four is, or 25, the last 25% is calling customers or your leaders. A lot of you don't have a big organization, so I don't expect you to do this, but some of you do. It's just calling customers that are currently in the team, making sure they're good, making sure they've gone through the onboarding, and obviously making sure that leaders know what it is we're doing for this week or for this month, whatever it may be. Okay? Customer process, okay? You find one product you want to make money from, could be copy trading. That's the least amount of time. AI scanners, that takes some time, and GFU Live, an hour a day. Okay? Study the product, get good at the product, and get results using the product. Now, a result isn't six figures. A result isn't retiring your mom and dad. A result, ideally, is a withdrawal. Why do we tell you guys to withdraw? So you have a result. No one can tell you anything different. Okay? The affiliate process, right? As an affiliate, know your way, right? To start, believe it's real. Who else do you know that want to make money? If you go through your phone book, guys, there are people in there that need you. When I first started, and it still is my reason why, but sometimes I forget it, is that someone I don't know is waiting on me to win so that they can realize they can win as well. That's when you realize you have some sort of purpose. I need you guys to realize on this call, everyone has a purpose. This laptop has a purpose. Someone you know or you don't know is waiting for you to take this business seriously so they can get out of their situation. Do you know how much, not pressure, but like responsibility that gives you? Someone is waiting for you to sort yourself out. Someone's waiting for you to wake up. Like someone is in their bedroom praying for you to take this business seriously so that they can now have an option, an opportunity out. That's all we do. We give opportunities. That's all it takes. Okay. Next, we have the PS3 system, right? I'm not going to go through this too much details because ideally, if you want an affiliate launch, it should be done one-to-one with your 2,000 a month plus earner. Okay. Right. So I'm not going to dive into this too tough. I'm not going to dive into this either too tough as well. All right. I'm not going to dive into this too tough. I'm not going to dive into following up, right? I'm not going to go through all of that right now. That's something that needs to be done on a one-to-one basis with your upline, which can and will be done. Okay. Right. To finish off, guys, we've pretty much done it perfectly to the hour. Okay. To finish off, those that jumped off, they've missed out on this information and what's about to be said. Okay. So put this in your calendar, guys. A lot of people was complaining about the last couple of events. There wasn't enough time. Here you have at least a month from the first event. And if you're not Swedish, it doesn't matter anyway. Okay. Right. So 27th of September, guys, we have an event in Sweden. We went to Sweden in May. I was there during my birthday, had a lovely birthday in Sweden. And we had a 40-seater event. We are now touching 150 people in Sweden in the last 3 months. And what do you think's happened since then, guys? All that's happened was a 90-day run. So what do you think that's going to happen this next 90 days? We're going to triple, if not quadruple. Okay? The 4th of October, we are in Huddersfield. We have an event in Leeds, Huddersfield. Okay, so if you're in that area, if you know anyone in that area, we're in your city. Okay? Right? Okay? Right? Then we have the 18th of October, we have our London event. Okay, we have our London Mastermind event. There's going to be 1,000 people there. And if you haven't booked it in already, guys, we have Portugal 2026 April, our company convention. You never, ever, ever miss company conventions. Small events, you don't miss either. But company conventions, especially if I'm working with you, I cannot take you seriously if you are not at a company convention. It's non-negotiable. Okay, we have other countries which we're launching as well, but you should never, ever miss an event, guys. All right. But lastly, I just want to show you guys something just to finish off. Okay. Like I said, next week, I'm going to go into a lot more depth when it comes to the 90 days, but I'm just giving you a brief insight onto what it is it consists of. Okay, next week I'm going to go into a much bigger call. Every single one of you, I want you on next week's call, and we need to pack out at least 200. I want at least 200 of us on the call. All right, but let me just share the screen for what we have here. Right, you guys should be able to see this now. So the last quarter, take a screenshot. Okay, this is what we are doing. Okay, so the last quarter 90-day transformation challenge, right? The goal of our organization is to have 50 new gold executives by the 4th of November 2025. All right, so I am so happy and grateful now that there are over 50 new gold executives, which means you're earning at least $1,000 a month by November the 4th, 2025. Okay. Next, we have the goal that I am so happy and grateful now that 25 full-time income earners. Now, most people go full-time at 2K a month. Okay. The goal by the end of the 90 days is to have 25 full-time income earners. And you guys realize my goal isn't on here because for us to achieve, you have to help other people achieve. I know most of you, drop a 2 if you'd like to earn an extra $1,000 a month. Just drop a 2 if you'd like to be the person, if you'd like to be a part of the 50 new 2,000 a month earners. Just drop a 2 in the chat. Okay. Right. Now, for the person that has the most ranks, okay, the person that has the most rank advancements. So whoever recruits the most helps anyone get to the next rank, $100 to yourself. And whoever personally recruits the most per month gets $200 as well per month. Okay. Now, for the end of this 90 days, guys, we will have an incentive trip for top performers. Okay. So we're looking at Mexico, we're looking at Dubai, but we will certainly celebrate the end of these 90 days because it will be boring, but the boring work is what makes you successful. Okay. Like I said, next week's call will be a lot more detailed. This was just piquing your interest for anyone that understands, right? I'm just piquing your interest with what it is we're doing. Those that are aware of it, you've already been getting to work. You already know what you should be doing. And if you haven't, we have 7 days to prepare. But the seed has been planted, and that's all we do with the business. That's all I do with this is I plant the seed, and those that are hungry enough, those that really want to change their situation, you just got to water your seed. You just got to water your seed. Okay, guys? So if you want to be a part of this 90-day run, I need you to message your upline, your enroller, saying ready so that we know who we can focus on because you're not going to be able to do this yourself. We're going to have an accountability group. We're going to have an accountability team. We're going to have a whole schedule. It's going to be bulletproof so that people can win the end of this 90 days. Okay, guys. So if you are ready to take this seriously and you want to be a part of the 90-day run, I'm inviting you. It's not compulsory. You don't have to do this. You can stay a customer. We don't judge. However, if you want to be a part of the 90-day run, message your enroller or message any of the admins. If your enroller's not showing up, which happens, message any of the admins saying ready so we know who we can give our time to during these next 90 days. Okay, guys? So with that being said, let me just stop recording.